art a lot, and I like to make crafts, and I like to engineer things, and I like playing with my Legos a lot, and I like having a big imagination, and I like to do a lot of things that includes getting messy, and I like painting, and I like doing a lot of things that involve getting messy and making things that with my big imagination.
Hi precious. Isn't she just the sweetest? Hello everybody, it's me, Tanya, host of the podcast from Tanya To Ewe, and where we talk about knitting, crochet, crafts, pretty much everything, whatever comes from this mind to you, but I promise it will be crafty. It will not go off on a tangent. Trust me, I got my handy doodle thing right here that keeps me semi-structured, but conversations aren't really meant to be like that, because that's exactly the essence of this podcast. And I would like to say thank you. I got a comment that it just made my heart smile when she says, "If I feel like I'm in the room," and that's exactly the essence of this podcast. It's like we're having a conversation and catching up and just talking with one another and how we stay connected and united, which is so important. I'm at You So Crazy Girl spelled without the I, on Ravelry, Instagram, as well as on Gmail and on Facebook. I think I fixed the problem, but on Facebook I am at You So Crazy Girl 2019. Put 2019 because that's the year that everything super duper started, so that's important to me. And plus the username was already taken, so somebody else got it. And then you can also connect with me on Ravelry. If you want to search me on Ravelry from You So Crazy Girl, or my group from Tanya To Ewe, go ahead and do so. Let's keep united. But before we get into the conversation, we got a commercial sponsored and brought to you by the Backstreet Boys. Here we go. I'll see you on the other side.
Fiber enthusiasts around the world are creating beautiful art in their own special way and in their own special place. But fact is, an uninsured fiber enthusiast experiences a yarn mishap every 3 minutes, costing them thousands of dollars each year. Now, there's only one insurance that cares about you. At Yarn State, every colorway, every weight, every stitch, and every type of fiber is protected no matter the incident or situation. Imagine sitting at your favorite coffee shop crocheting a blanket, and this happens. Now imagine an unexpected rainstorm. And this happens. Or perhaps at your favorite picnic spot by the lake. And this happens. Don't let clumsiness, Mother Nature, or a knit narco get in your way. Let the good hands of Yarn State cover you. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
Yarn Insurance. Are you in good hands? Those boys are something else, y'all. Something else. But to say the least, it's been a long 2 weeks. And a lot has happened. Good stuff, of course. I do with the bad stuff. I just whoop, get it out the way. No, not letting that in my world. I ain't got time for that. But let's talk about what's been going on. Y'all, I went to a taco festival. if you come here to San Diego, do realize that San Diego, they're very serious about their tacos. So serious that they have a festival for them. And I went there with Ray, y'all. We had a blast. I mean, the food, the fun, the people that we met. I met the Chihuahua that won the Chihuahua contest. Oh, so adorable. And we met new friends. Of course, we do that everywhere we go. And we got to sit on the grass, eat some tacos, eat some delicious food, and listen to music. Oh, we had one person, oh my gosh, that song spoke to my heart. Listen to it. You'll see why. Look, you tell me. It's the question of time. Don't we be thinking that when we be knitting? Time. And then you start just turning around, like doing twirls and everything, because you be like, am I gonna finish it? I'm gonna finish it. If there was just more time today. And yes, y'all, this girl was out there while I'm listening to Strange Love. Rock on, y'all. Knitting. Yes. I don't play. I told y'all, I knit, I crochet in a tree, on the beach, I knit, crochet everywhere, and this chica was determined to finish some things. So we did that. I met up with a friend whom I met on Instagram for the first time. Whitney. Hi, Whitney. We met at a coffee shop, and y'all, we just went boom right in the conversation. And so see, this is what happened. So we met on Instagram, meeting for the first time. You get into a conversation, an hour and a half in, your husband calls you. And you quickly forgot. You didn't remember to call him when you got there. Both of our husbands did that. We both, yes. So, I mean, y'all, it's like we hit the ground running. We had such a wonderful conversation, and she pulled out her project. Y'all, look, she's working with this tiny thread of yarn, and look at what she's developing and designing herself. That is so impressive. And look at the crochet hook size. I didn't think they got that small. So she's showing me new things and teaching me new things, and here it is. I pull out my size 35 needles and big old freaking wool, and I'm sitting in there trying. And we having a conversation, and we had so much fun. It was a complete joy, and I know we're gonna meet up a whole lot more. So there you go, girl. And then we had what else happened? Oh my goodness. Then after episode 3, y'all, was it episode 3? I'm not sure, but I just remember for 1 week I was speaking to Marioline. Hey girl. Y'all, we were messing each other back like all week, and you would think we were in the same room. She lives somewhat closer to like the San Francisco, the Bay Area kind of area, and she almost made me feel like I need to catch a plane and we need to sit down and have some coffee and conversate. Y'all, she filled me in on the things that she's been doing, but then she's an avid sock knitter. She dabbles a little bit in crochet. But then she shows me and tells me about her project that she's working on. Y'all, she's doing the Marled Mania cardigan by Stephen West. Stephen West, he can design some patterns. And I looked at that and I went, whoo! And when she told me the story behind it, y'all, she said, okay, she told her friends what she was getting ready to do, and she got the yarn from Stitches, and she's about to do this and do it big. Her friend told her she was nuts. Her knitting group took a gasp. And when her friend told her she was nuts, she said, here, hold my glass of wine. Don't believe me, just watch. Look at this, y'all. She started it, and look at those colors and the color combination. Girl, I believe in you. You got cheerleaders over here. You can do it. And just keep me posted on your progress, because I know you can do it. But y'all, we were talking about everything under the sun. Everything. And that was so heartwarming. It's like, I like to be connected like that. And so that's like, okay, meaningful for me to share with you. I mean, y'all, don't be surprised if Mario Line's name come back up in this conversation that we're having today. But those are the things that happen. So, okay. I said I pulled out my big freaking wool Chandelier colorway, knitting fever, and those size 35 needles. Lesson learned. Don't mess with them size 35 needles unless you work out on the daily. Yo, whew, I went to Blue Emu, Tiger Balm, Icy Hot, Overload. I thought it was just my biceps. It had my front biceps, it had the biceps, the forearms, the neck, the back, everything. The hands, I mean, woo! But I finished it. I finished it. I powered through and I finished it. Whitney was sitting over there at the coffee shop looking at me, take it apart, start it back over, because in my mind I have a vision and I wanted to make sure that it embodies what's in here. But of course, when I said, okay, I'm going to do the garter stitch, and nah, it didn't quite work out, so I back it out. And then it's like, oh, stockinette, and then bam, stockinette stitch. And look what happened, y'all. I finished it. But the name of this project that I've done is called My First Unfinished Project. Why do I call it my first unfinished project? I call it my first unfinished project because I'm not finished. Each one of those markers and pens represent a person or a place that I've been to or met, and I refuse to believe that I'm finished meeting everybody. I'm not. And so if I meet someone, if I go to a place and it represents them and it means so much to me, yeah, it goes on there. And it deserves to be, after knitting with that bad boy, it deserves to be in the frame. I put a frame right in it. And you see them 35 needles? They gonna sit right there. They are retired. I can say I've done it. And so that's that. And all I could think about was, as I was making it, is that this is a big adventure. Just like this podcast. Y'all, these are some true grassroots podcast efforts here. Like, I just grabbed my camera and said, I'm about to do it. And we're learning as we grow and go. That's what we're here doing. And hey, y'all are helping me. And so, and people that I met in places that I've seen, I'm sitting here pointing like y'all can see the frame on the wall. Let me keep showing it. Like, each one of those trinkets and pins and buttons were given to me by people or something that I saw or seen in a place. And y'all, it's just, it's not finished because I'm not done going everywhere. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. But yeah, I finished my first project to show y'all. I can't believe I did it. But not one thing. Not just one. Two, baby. Two. I feel like Michael Jackson. Sissy boom bam. A sissy boom bam. I finished it. I finished it. I finished it. Bam. Ow! Y'all, look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the gradient colors there. Like, OMG. As you look, you can see, I mean, some yarns are not as gradient, but this yarn definitely does it. And I want to tell you that I did do some research and I found out what the name of the yarn was. And that's the beauty of going to your local yarn shop and they remember you buying the yarn, the name of the yarn, and everything. But look at how her yarn, the color is just gradient. It's not like a very cut off, or it's just so obvious that it has changed colors, that is no longer like not really a gradient. But the pattern the pattern speaks for itself, and I really want you to see those eyelets. I finished the pattern, but I wanted to the sections of the pattern, but I wanted to continue, and instead of letting the eyelets change where the color changes, it's where I felt like as I was knitting with the project that I was having a good old conversation, and I didn't put that pattern down for a while because I picked up on that purple. Purple got my heart, y'all. Purple got my heart. And she definitely did it. And y'all, look at this. One thing, I'm trying to make sure my hair is out of the way. Look at this. I love how when I put it on this way, how the gradient colorway is in the middle and the solid colors are on the opposite ends. Like, and just the eyelets alone, it's just so pretty. I'm super duper loving this. The pattern is Dangling Conversation by Mindy Ross, and the yarn is Alexandria's Crafts, and the colorway is Purple Lava, and this chica look hot in it. I'm sorry. I don't know where this stuff comes from. I truly don't. So now we're talking about, you know, what's come off the needles. Let's talk about what's on the hook. Okay. In my land of whip galore, I bought my puppy out. It's still a puppy, trust me. It's the Granny Stripe Blanket by Lucy of Attic 24. Look, y'all. I bought it down here. It is massive, so I'm going to do my best to show you where I'm at with this. Let's just take you back to the beginning, okay? I decided to do a granny stripe blanket using fingering sock weight yarn. Yes, that's me. And so I chained on, instead of the pattern saying, like, I want to say it was like 200 or something, Tanya chains on 300. And I was just going to town watching TV because it's such a mindless project. It's not a mindless pattern. And I'm thinking, man, after 2 episodes of this, and I look down, I was like, oh, this that forever project. The Zen of Crochet project. Y'all, it keeps me going because the colors are so random. Like, I just put all my scraps, my leftover yarns that I've had for socks or for like little, what is it, socks or dish towels or whatever. It's something that I knitted with scraps, pretty much. Scraps. That's what I'm trying to say, scraps. And I just pick up the next ball, 20 grams, because I know exactly how much them 300 chains require now. And it keeps me going, because at first I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be on with this thing forever. But as long as I don't give myself a date to when I'm going to finish these projects, I'm good and she good. This is no longer just a blanket. This is now a family heirloom. Look, I'm going to see if I can show y'all all the colors. Okay, I'm going to take you from start. Oh goodness, my ends. I do not like the weaving ends. Isn't it massive? Like, OMG. And the colors, I don't know how they worked out so well together, because some people, when they look at it, this is where I'm at right now. I just grab whatever color, whichever, and do it. The only exception is that I was purposeful about some of the colors. If you see red, white, and blue, that's for service to the country, our service to the country. If you see red, white, and gray, Houston Rockets, they almost made it, y'all. And also like my son's school colors, or our favorite baseball team, the Houston Astros. But other than that, it's just, and it all blends. That's like, it's amazing how sometimes we're very purposeful when we pick out our colors with things. I'm going to look at the pictures because it's so big, and I really want y'all to see what it is that I'm talking about when I'm talking about the colors, and how we often are so purposeful with our choices of color when we do a pattern that it's amazing to see when there's no real purpose and you're just grabbing yarn and you're putting it all together and how lovely it is. And when I say this is going to be a family heirloom, this better stay in the family. Deja and Andrew, or I'm going to come looking for you. This stay in the family, because by the time I'm finished with it, and it's a size G hook too, yeah, it stays in the family. So that's what's on the hook. And, okay, now I've been a little quiet about this one. Hold on. But she's coming out of hibernation. I gave her a little break so I can pop this purple. Pop this purple. Y'all, my flat iron shawl. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is where I'm at. I had to rip back and it had to go down because I had so much more done, y'all. I had like about 20 good inches. Oh, but I'm bringing her out. Cheer me on. And to keep me going, look at my progress marker that I put on. Because I told you I made an investment in my progress markers that I've been using. Bacon! Bacon, bacon, bacon. Yes. Isn't that the cutest stitch marker? It was like, okay, so she's hungry for some loving, so I gotta take that out. She's hungry. What I meant to say was she gonna get a lot of attention because I love bacon. There it is. But y'all, the pattern, which is beautiful, it calls for 3 colors, and I know I've told you of one, but I want to, you know, remind those that this is my colors that I've chosen. This is Night Train by Miss Crosby. Isn't it just gorgeous? And then it's going to grow into Bandito with Bandito. Let me see if I can hold this all up together. With Bandito, once I cake it. And then it's going to be joined by Dragonfly Fibers, Dragon Wagon, to make my flat iron shawl. Isn't it just gorgeous? Oh! Okay, she's going to get some love in these next 2 weeks. I don't think I'm going to finish though, but I'm going to be working on it. Oh my gosh, yes indeed. Okay, so when it comes to crochet, those are my projects. Now let's talk about my knits. Now y'all know I had some knits in my life. I got 2. I got this one. I keep thinking about it just off the needles. But y'all, I got some progress to tell you. Although I was showing this a lot of love and attention, the other projects did get some as well. So let me show you first. The Harvest Cardigan by Tin Can Knits. I want to put it on for y'all so we can see what the progress looks like. Okay, it doesn't look like there's much progress, but there was. Because I put the marker right here. So it kind of looked, I did like 2 rows, y'all. It got some loving, but I just love it. And it's definitely going to get, it's making some growth, I'd like to say. Like, I really love, and yes, I do wear my knitting projects while I work with them. If there's a cable long enough to fit around this body, I'm going to do it. No, I got to take that out. But I just love it. Isn't it just going to be gorgeous? Like, and it's resting so well in my size. And I'm kind of custom knitting it with the decreases so they can kind of conform to my body. And I don't want a boxy look, like a straight down look. But the yarn has such a beautiful drape that it takes out the guesswork. And the yarn is Lion's Brand Heartland. And the colorway, I want to make sure, because I said I was going to tell y'all the colorway last time. And I said, Lion's Brand, colorway, Heartland. That's not the colorway. The colorway is, to get correct, Kings Canyon. It's just the nerve. I told y'all I'm learning as I go, and so it happens. But the yarn does the work for you when it comes to that beautiful drape. Oh, this purple go pretty well with this green. Kind of liking that. But yes, look at this, y'all. I'm just, let me get a little, let me show you. And there's a slight, like, I don't want to say there's a luster, but it's a slight shine to it that I really, really like. And I guess that's why it's calling my name too. But she was screaming my name. Oh, goodness. Okay, I got to take this off because we're in San Diego. It gets hot. I'll be wearing this when I come down to Colorado Springs to visit my daughter and to go see y'all at Woolly Works Knit Shop. Oh, gotta make sure I'm not tangled up in mess here. Y'all, can I say that purple pretty much ruled my life for the past 2 weeks because I guess I was loving everything purple. My next work in progress. I'm wearing it. Yo, you know, like, I was a little worried, so I had to, you know, make sure I could still fit it. So, yo, I can still fit it. Isn't it awesome? Because I'm on my whole weight loss trip and I'm losing weight and everything, but look, it fits perfectly. This is my custom fit, custom knit, because I changed it. This is going to be a crop top. I'm taking it to right about here because, you know, I want to make sure I don't show all my extra finesse. But it is lovely. It is the reversed cable pattern deconstructed. Because I turned the cable to the front and then I'm just custom knit. I guess I can almost say I'm making my own design, but no, I'm not. Y'all, it's a well-written design. But I just want to finish my whips. And I was loving this whole phase of, or fashion thing that everybody's going through right now with the crop top, that I think I can wear a crop top too. Put it on over a dress. I just keep impressing myself. I just love the cable in the front, the Celtic kind of cable that she used in her pattern. It is just, and then I'm gonna pick up the neck collar, of course, so it's gonna be a little bit more coverage there. And then the arms, she says go 3/4 of the way. Remember, it's custom fit. So I'm gonna bring it up. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna bring it up. We're gonna bring it to about like right here, finish it with some ribbon, you know. It's still gonna be gorgeous. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, y'all. But I digress. Of course, since this is off the needles, I went into my whips galore. Whips galore. And y'all, I got to replace her with another. It's my Basslet shawl. Y'all, this pattern written by Cindy Garland of Wild Perry Knits and as well as Stunning String Studios created a pattern that words cannot express. When I pulled her out, I was just like, oh my gosh, why did I put you down? It's almost like I was thinking, okay, when I did this, it was to because I'm working with yarn that looks like it's been knitted already. And so once I saw that process, I was like, oh, but then I picked it back up and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just beautiful. The colors are speaking to me. I know that that's going to happen with this shawl, the Basslet shawl. Y'all, this pattern is so gorgeous. She gives you 2 different ways you can do it. You can either do it with the 2-color option or the 9-color option. I mean, with Basslet meaning to oscillate or fluctuate, and you're not sure which one, she gives you options. I love options. And I love the 9-color options because so often do we fluctuate through our colors just as we fluctuate through our moods. And that pattern really spoke to me. And so, y'all, I'm about to sit here and start knitting while I talk, but I don't have that superpower because I'm not about to mess this up. But y'all, look at it. It's just gorgeous in all its glory. I mean, it's a rectangular shawl with a beautiful chevron beautiful chevron stitch, as well as a series of slip stitches. And the yarn, her husband, Tom, they dye. And I mean, y'all, the yarn is so forgiving and the colors are just striking. I want to make sure that I capture this on the camera so you can see. And I think what takes me so long when I'm knitting or crocheting projects is that I often take time to stop and I'm looking and I stretch it to see, oh, what's it going to look like when it blocks? It takes up so much time. That time, if you keep knitting, you will finish. But here are my 9 colors, y'all. The colors, you see my main color there, as well as the other colors that are remaining to be done. And I've done 2, as you can tell. It is time, if I think about it, I only got a few more colors to go through. And it's not at all a complicated pattern. It is well written. Stunning String Studios is just a thoughtful place for people like us. They take the time and create things that we're going to enjoy and create these kits and patterns that I can't wait to show y'all the progress that I do on the next 2 weeks for this. I'm not gonna how do you say, who knows, if I finish this, y'all, this is gonna be the bomb if I finish this in 2 weeks. But I'm gonna give myself a more realistic expectation. I still got to go have a talk with myself and see what that expectation is. Oh my God. And so now it's time for... Yo! Okay, let's talk about what's... Okay, let's put it like this, because this is Queen Able. Now, I could say this was one of the things that I presented as a Queen Able, something that I've been wanting to cast on because it was calling me. It was the Minerva. The Minerva was calling me nervous. And it's so calming because y'all look, I made something that looks like the picture. It looked like the picture. This is it starts off at the front hem. So I have to make sure I put this in the right direction for you. Look, I have a front hem. And it's moving so beautifully. Yeah, I love it. And y'all, this only took, because I told you I'd be like squirrel. I started this literally like yesterday and got this far within 15 minutes. That's how easy the pattern is, how well written and easy to understand the pattern is. I'm using the Swing Your Yarn, Dusty Rose by Haku. And I'm not, when the pattern, the hook, and the yarn work well together, I could keep it going. And it's something about this pattern that I'm like, okay, when I finish talking, y'all don't be surprised if I at least have the front done because it's so quick. And with crochet, of course, as you know, they are quick. And this lovely Minerva is resting in her beauty bag, which is a reversible bag. That was gifted to me years ago. Look, oh, I don't know, this ain't doing no justice. It's reversible. This is what's on the other side. And it's a nice little bag where I could act like when I'm in the grocery store. I can't walk and crochet and knit at the same time, but I'm sure if I work on it, it's coming. So she won't be resting very long. She's going to be on the hook even more. And so for my next Queen Able, I've been Queen Able to do, well, I walk into the room and I Queen Abled myself with this lovely, and I say, when am I going to do it? And y'all, I found this. Learn a craft. I'm going to be dabbling in a cross stitch inspired by Lady Wing Designs. Zakia, how you doing? Yes, I'm doing it. And it's with my favorite character, if you can't tell, Wonder Woman. I'm a fandom. Because I'm Wonder Woman. I'm just saying. You ain't seen us in the same room. Yes, but this is Learn to Craft, and it's for the kid in me, for 8-year-olds. And I'm going to play with it and see if I can do it. I mean, it's worth giving it a try. You can't say nothing unless you try it. So y'all, yeah, I'm going to be dabbling into some cross stitch. I've been Queen Able. Yeah! And now it's time for Boasted or Toasted. What? Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. Look who I found wandering around. Y'all. Okay, if I can digress. Boasted or Toasted? I gotta keep my eye on him. This knit narcos. But anyway, Boasted or Toasted. I want to repeat what I just said. Boy, you gotta put my stuff down. Get hurt up in here. Okay. Well, if I may say, Boasted or Toasted is where you boast your project, you strut your stuff, or you toast it. That means you're going to repurpose it for something else. And you send me a pic either on Ravelry or through direct message, Instagram, or via email. And I take all those pictures and I compile them, and I take all your names and I put them in a jar because we had so many entries. And one lucky winner will get a pattern. They can select their own pattern on Ravelry at a value of up to $6, as well as some stash tea. So you can, some stash tea. Some stash tea so you can have your stash and drink it too. Because I got to keep this one contained. Here are the pictures of those who submitted their amazing and challenging projects from episode 1 to current for the Boasted or Toasted prize giveaway. A super huge thank you for your submissions and good luck. Are you going to help us keep the integrity of the Boasted or Toasted? Can you do that for me today? Okay, okay. So Knit Narcos here is going to pick the winner. Shake it up. Shaken, not stirred. All right. I get excited when I give things away. I love it. All right, Knit Narcos, except from Knit Narcos. Pick one. Boasted or Toasted winner. All right, let's see who it is. Let's see. It is
Quincus.
Queen Cass. Oh my gosh. Not Queen Cass. Congratulations. I remember your project because it's the pattern by Caitlin Hunter, and it's the first pattern by Caitlin Hunter, and it's your first project because she knits projects for a lot of people. I'm getting that. She gets projects for a lot of people, everybody, and she stop messing with my stuff. You making this longer. you know what? I'm about to call you in. But she knit her first, it's by Caitlin Hunter, and she knitted it for herself, and it's so beautiful. Your colors, and it's the greens that you chose, beautiful and gorgeous. So the next prize giveaway is if you responded to the last thread discussion, which was tell me about your favorite yarn journey. Thank you everybody for all your stories that you shared. I read every single one of them last night, and woo! Yeah, Rachel, that's an awesome yarn journey. Everybody has some awesome yarn journeys. But we're going to do that one because I was able to actually, see how many posts. And yes, Mo Carpenter, I got you. I saw your comments up in the description button from the last episode. So I got you, as well as you, Andy. So it's time to pick who won. But before I tell you who won, let's talk about what you're going to win. You ready? First, as you know, you're gonna get some stash tea so you can have your stash and drink it too, as well as a piece of me to you here in San Diego. Yes, yes, yes. and then you're gonna get a special note from me and a postcard, beautiful card, hand creative work done by Mary Anita Reclea. Yes. And then so you can have a lot of time to pick your pattern on Ravelry at a value of up to $6. You've won a sweet dreams mat so you could dream about what pattern it is that you want to pick with a nice little llama straight pin. Oh, isn't it just the cutest? And to let you know that you are loved. A nice project bag where you can put all of your projects. Yes. All right, Knit Narcles. That's if Knit Narcles don't take it first. But yes, it's to keep all your yarn. If you have a big project or a small project, or even if you start the granny stripe blanket, you have something to keep and contain your yarn. Congratulations. So let's see who we're going to say congratulations to. All right. Okay. So we had a total of 9 people. Total of 9 people that posted. And so we're doing the random generator. Let's do it. Can you do a drum roll for me, Knit Narcos? You got... I gotta make sure. Little Mermaid, congratulations! Send me your information on Ravelry so I know where to send your goodies to. You're gonna enjoy them. And please send me, once you pick out your pattern, let me know and I'll send that through Ravelry for you. A value up to $6. Congratulations, congratulations.
Open up, it's the police.
Oh, you better get up out of here because I'm gonna call. I'm gonna let them know. I love you, I'm your mama, but you gotta go. He's such a joy, y'all. Again, okay, just gotta take a moment here. Kathy, also known as Little Mermaid, congratulations on your winning. And thank you so much for sharing your yarn journey. It was a beautiful story, y'all. I mean, all the stories were wonderful, and I wish I can give each and every single one of you something, because you took the time out of your day to share with me and share with all others of your yarn journey. So I appreciate that. And so that leads into what is the next thread discussion giveaway. Y'all, I thought about this. I did. This is the only part when I really sit down and I think about like what's going to be a very meaningful discussion to have. And, you know, I had a moment where I came into my museum stash room and I was looking at yarns for another pattern that I was thinking about queen-enabling or putting to the side that that's something I may be doing, and bam, I came across this skein of yarn. Remember when I said everything has a story? She has a story. I was having a really rough week. And when I say a rough week, it's like I saw 2 car accidents, 2 fatal car accidents. Stuff at work wasn't just going as smooth as it should. And then, you know, family things, they're going through crisis and trying to be there to support them and help them. It was just a draining week. And it was like I couldn't wait for the weekend. So once I got to the weekend, I know I can just sit and knit. I mean, I hadn't even had any time. Normally I talk to to friends like every other day or every day. And this week it seemed like I was in the twilight zone. And so if you're like me, I check my mail once a week. Yes, once a week. And so I go to the mailbox and I open up the mail. And it's a mail, it's happy mail that made me cry. And just sitting here thinking about it, I'm about to get all welled up because she didn't tell me that she was doing this. It was a surprise. But the very moment, all that stuff that I was thinking and that's going on, it was so thoughtful that she just brought cheer into my life. When I say she's one of my fiber fund agents and she's one of my fiber angels. Rose, you just don't know what you did that day and with the mail that you sent me. Because I came in the house and I was crying and Ray was like, we're going to make it through the week. Let's go do something fun. And I'm like, no, these are tears of joy because although she didn't know how much of a rough week that I was going through, and I do things, I like to do things without asking for anything in return. She embodied that because I didn't ask for her yarn. I didn't ask for her to do anything. But she felt the need to come out with and share her compassion by putting it in the mail for me. And y'all, and then I started looking at it even more. And I was like, oh my gosh, these colors are amazing. And then I look at it and I was like, okay, and it says, I'm like, what yarn is this? And it says, sock it to you. And then it says, Rose, her name, she's a hand dyer. I was like, oh my gosh. Rose, you dyed this, and then she sent it to me without knowing the impact that it was going to have in my life. And y'all, this is, you know how we have some skeins of yarn that, that we know we're not going to, it's too symbolic, too rich of a story to even do. You just want to look at it and remember that moment. That's what this captured for me. And I thank you so much, Rose. That leads me to the next thread discussion, which is, who's your fiber angel? Someone that stepped into your life and just made a difference, made an impact, and not seeking anything in return except for you being you. So, and I think that's going to be a very special giveaway. A very special giveaway. So please head over to my Ravelry group from Tanya To Ewe and share your story. I'm sure you're going to enjoy your prize. It's going to be a great surprise giveaway. You won't be disappointed. Okay, y'all, we got some events coming up within the next month, and I want to share with you that if you just find yourself, if you happen to find yourself over here in these areas, be sure to visit them. I'm sure they're going to be fun. Like, we have the 19th annual Maine Fiber Frolic, which is going on from June 1st through the 2nd, and that'll be taking place in Windsor, Maine. Then we have the Estes Park Wool Market, which will be going on from June 6th through the 9th. Which is the Estes Park and Estes Park, Colorado. And then we got the Houston Fiber Fest, which is from June 21st to the 23rd, which is located in Cypress/Houston, Texas. I don't know if I'll be going. It'd be kind of cool though. Ray, I want to go to Houston next month. I don't know. I'm trying. good news for you. And here it is when it comes to remembering about compassion, giving, and doing things from the heart. This story that was shared by Tammy Burke, I appreciate. She sends me a lot of stories or tags more. I see them on a daily basis, and this one just really got there. So here it is. Let me share it with you. Shared and inspired by Tammy Burke and written by Julie Blum. Evelyn Noafel has found a way to pass time as well as to help others too. She's making sleeping mats made from plastic bags. The crocheted mats are donated to the Orphan Grain Train, an international humanitarian relief organization, and then shipped to those in need in other countries. For 8 years, Evelyn has taken the time to create 102 mats. Each measures 3 by 6 feet and requires 600 to 700 bags to complete. The idea came after a fellow church member found out about the need for the mats in countries like Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Philippines, and Haiti. Evelyn stated it gives her something to do and, more importantly, makes a difference. Evelyn said the craft doesn't cost anything and is saving plastic bags from going to a landfill. She said, "Someone asked me if I had a goal, and I said no." She said she never thought she'd make it to 100. Way to go, Evelyn. Y'all, the Backsheet Boys. I know you've been super duper waiting for them, but they're just doing a very, very big production that requires a little bit more time, I'm told. And although I'm not involved in the creative process at all, but I was asked to make a cameo experience, a cameo appearance. I said experience. A cameo appearance, and so I'm looking forward to that. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure that it's going to please for the next episode. So they are in heavy productions, and they're sorry, but they really trust me, y'all, they put all their heart, mind, and soul into this creative process. And so I'm like, you gotta come next episode, because that keeps me going. That keeps a lot of people going. And so they're going to do it. They're going to do it big or not at all. And so, oh my gosh, y'all, the time has gone by so quick. I mean, sitting here talking with y'all, it makes me sad to say, oh, now it's time to say goodbye. But I won't say goodbye. I'm going to say see you later, because then we'll be in episode 5. Yes! Please consider, if you like the podcast, you like the show, you just want to keep having a conversation, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the like button. When you hit the subscribe button, there should be a little button there for you to press, because that's your notification, and it lets you know of upcoming or when I upload a video or any updates that I may put up on the YouTube channel. As well as stay connected with me, stay united with me on Instagram, Ravelry, Twitter, and as well as email. You notice I did take down Pinterest, because what I've quickly learned is that I can't be on all these formats, because when I go to print my own Pinterest page, I'm already in a wormhole. So time gets lost. So I have to take myself off of there. And let's put Twitter. I'm very active on Instagram. And I'm very active, I would say, as you can see, because I'm updated my Facebook, you're going to see a lot more activity there. But those are ways that you can stay connected with me. Y'all, I can't wait for episode 5. It's going to be dropping June 9th, which I believe is Father's Day. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this on Father's Day. I want to say it's Father's Day, but don't hold me to it. Had to leave y'all with a little something. There are some amazing podcasters, and I want to send a huge shout out to Cheverell from Cheverell Stuff and Zakia from Lady Wing Designs. They have been so supportive, encouraging, and sharing. Y'all, hands down, I appreciate it. And I watched their podcast while I'm waiting for my 2 weeks so I can have a conversation with y'all. I watched them, and just to name a few others, I'm going to leave here some for you. And I say, go watch their podcast. There are tons of them out there. But for these next 2 weeks, they are on my plan list to go and finish watching some updated episodes. So enjoy, y'all. Continue to have a great weekend. And also remember our fallen soldiers for this past Memorial Day. And in remembrance of them, I leave you with this. Bye, precious.